I began to realize I made the decision, it's the most important decision I believe of your life, that I'm not going to suffer anymore. Life's too short to suffer, and I'm going to live in a beautiful state every day. And the way I do it is I catch myself and I start to get that sense of stress. I let it go and I see the idea go by. So your thoughts about this person messing up your business or not following through. If I was in a room with 10,000 people, I guarantee you 60, 70% of the business owners have the same thoughts at times, right? Yeah. I ask people all the time, tell me your most stressful thought. Oh, I'm worried about my children, this may happen. How many people have had that thought? Everybody. Yeah. I might not make it financially, blah, blah, blah. How many have had that? Everybody. My point is, it's not your thought. It's the mind, not your mind. When you think it's your mind, you identify with it, and you can't separate from yourself.
Right.
But when you realize, these thoughts have been around for millions of years, and I'm just thinking the same thought that so many people have thought before. Like, how many people have ever thought, I'm going to kill this son of a bitch? Now, you didn't do it because you didn't believe you're really going to kill him. But you felt it. You said it. You were there, right? So we all have thoughts. It's only the stressful thoughts we believe that mess us up. So what I try to show people is, if you can start to realize these thoughts have been around for millions of years. If I told you a million years, 1,000 or 100 years ago that we're going to go to the moon and back, you called me a lunatic or crazy. If I said 100 years ago, you're going to have a little box like this, it'll fit in your pocket, and you can click on it and you can see what the weather is any place. You can click on it and see a live person on the other side of the earth and talk to them by looking in this box. And the way it works is invisible waves are traveling around the earth, and it pulls invisible waves in the box. You go like, read between the lines. There's no way, you dumb idiot. It's never going to happen. So what I want you to realize is thoughts are invisible waves. When you turn on TV, it takes invisible waves, and depending on the channel, you're going to see a love story or an adventure or a drama or a comedy or a horror. The way you use your body determines which of those thought waves come through you. One moment you're pissed off, the next moment somebody makes you laugh. You change your body, you change the channel, you change what comes through you. So what I've tried to do in this area beautiful state is simple. First, identify where you're suffering. What's your favorite flavor? Are you a worrier? Are you a pissed off person?
Stressed, angry.
What is it you do?
Yeah.
Second of all, decide you're going to kill that monster while it's little. You're not going to wait till it's Godzilla taking the city. You're going to break the pattern. You start to feel the stress. You see it as thoughts going by, and then you focus on something you appreciate, enjoy, or love. Appreciation, love, and joy destroy suffering. You can't be grateful and angry simultaneously. It's possible. You can't be worried, fearful, and grateful simultaneously. So I tell people gratitude is one of the emotions to cultivate that'll destroy the suffering. And that's what we teach people to do. And so I think we need to all try to hear, listen, understand with each other, and we've got to stay out of suffering. So I think I'm going to transition now to that just for time's sake, because it's the main reason I want to reach out to you all. So I hope you're still with me, and I hope you stay with me for the next few minutes, because I really feel like what I'm going to share with you is so simple. But if you'll really stay with me right now, if you want to take a sip of water real fast or get up and shake your body out because you've been sitting for a while, do that if you want to. But I'd like right now to really take you to a place that has changed my life for the better. So here's what it is. When I go to events, I always ask people, why are you here? And people tell me a variety of things. And after I've taken several shares to get a feel for the audience, I'll ask the audience. I say, how many of you came here because, for example, you want to take your business to the next level. You want to grow it, 10, 20, 30%, 100% or more. And I have a lot of business owners in my audiences, maybe almost 70% are self-employed people. Because that type of person usually wants to take control of their life. And so almost everybody raises their hand. And then I say, how many of you are here because you want to produce a change in your body? You want more energy, you want strength, you want vibrancy that can change your life. And you get 70% of the room raising their hand. And then I say, how many of you came because, you want to transform a relationship, or you want to find an intimate relationship, or you want to reinvigorate it, or you want to bring passion to it? And you get another 60, 70, 80% of the people raising their hand. I say, how many want to earn more money? And so after they do, I say, oh, you guys want everything, you're greedy, right? And they usually laugh. And then I say to them, you all want so many things, but I think what you really want, and I'm going to ask you right now as you're listening to me, I think what you really want is an extraordinary quality of life, a magnificent life. And what is that? Well, it's really life on your terms. I'm not here to tell you to be like Tony Robbins. That's absurd. I want you to have what you want. As I said earlier, some people's idea of an extraordinary life is, this beautiful family. Some it's a garden. Some people it's a business. Some people it's praying and connecting with God. There's so many ways to have an extraordinary life. My entire commitment is figuring out what your outcome is, what you want, and then help you get there quicker. Now, since I'm not with you, I'd like to give you two things that are the two skills that I think you have to master to have that life on your terms, that extraordinary life. The first master skill is the science of achievement. And it is a science, meaning there are rules. And if you align with the rules, you're going to succeed. And if you ignore the rules, you're going to pay a price, and it's not a good price. So, for example, in 2008, when I saw so many people losing their homes, losing half their net worth overnight, and I knew it was manipulated, the market was manipulated, because I work with Paul Tudor Jones, it made me crazy. And, those weren't statistics for me, because I grew up with broke. We grew up with no food at times. I fed 100 million people last year through my partnership with Feeding America. I personally fed 58 million meals, and then I provided matching funds. And I did that because I was interviewing these billionaires who all started with nothing. They're all not part of the Lucky Sperm Club. They started with nothing. They built it themselves. And while I'm learning these patterns that can produce tremendous financial abundance, and the patterns were so clear. And I'm going to write this book, and I hadn't written a book in years, and then I just donated $5 million advance on it to feed people, and then I wrote a bigger check because I was just so passionate about getting this out. But in the middle of that, I'm seeing them cut food stamps here in America, the SNAP program. They cut it by $6.8 billion, Congress did, and no one said anything about it. So it's like every family that needs help losing all their meals 1 week a month for 12 months out of the year. And the hope would be that the general public would come up with money to do it. So that's when I said I'm going to feed 100 million people. And by the way, I'm doing it again this year. I'm going to feed 1 billion people over the next 9 years. And if you want to help, you want to donate $1, $5, $100, $1,000, $1 million, I will match you. I will literally match you if you go to feedingamerica.org, I believe it is, and look for the Billion Meals plan. And if you do it, I'll match whatever funds you do. But anyway, the point of this is, there are rules to being financially free. If you don't know what they are, you're going to get hurt. Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is pain. Ignorance is poverty. What's another science of achievement? Your body. Think about it. Every single one of us has a unique biochemistry, but there are certain fundamentals that are the same for everybody's body. If you do certain things, you're going to have lots of energy and vitality. If you violate those things, you're going to have low energy and you're going to have pain and disease.
And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. And so it's a fight, it's a challenge in life every day. And what we have to do is embrace it. What we have to do is see it as a project to be worked on. I read something once that I live by. It said, in life, you will always be faced with a series of God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. And so I see even cancer as a gift, as a God-ordained opportunity.
I said with Bill C-16 that I wouldn't speak the language of the radical leftists because I don't think that language should define the game. But let's say it does. So here's the game. The world is a battleground of groups, and they're battling for power. That's it. That's the game. And some of them win, and they oppress those who don't win. So that's how we're going to view the world. Okay, now the leftists say, okay, well, here's the oppressed people. The oppressors, the patriarchal types, they should be ashamed of themselves and give up some power. The right-wingers, the radical right-wingers look at that and they say, oh, I see, so the game is ethnic identity, is it? It's identity politics. Okay, we're white males. We're not going to lose. That's the right-wing version of identity politics. It's like, screw you. If we're going to divide into groups, if we're going to divide into tribes, and I'm in my tribe, I'm not going to get all guilty and lose. I'm going to get all cruel and win.
For me, character is not a very complex thing. For me, character is you do what's right. You do what's right. You do the right thing. That's what you do. And if you do the right thing, regardless of what the consequences are, that represents character. And so then how do you build character? It's a beautiful thing because it's the same thing. If you want to build character,
and then before you go to sleep, ask yourself this question: did I live out my plan for today? Your days are your life in miniature. All you need to do is not worry about the next week, the next month, the next year. Forget about that. That's a waste of time. Own your day. Your days are your life in miniature. As you live each day, so you craft the rest of your life. And the days slip into weeks, the weeks become months, the months become years. Before you know it, you've lived a legendary life because all you did was dial into gorgeous, brilliant, productive, creative, loving, healthy, soulful days.
Anh hay mơ mộng mình thứ xa xôi, không màng về tình ái muôn nơi, sống cho là tròn kiếp đây thôi, đâu quan tâm gì chuyện đời. Thế mà lại ngâm tương tư, ông tầm bà muối xa tơ, đêm nằm trộm nhớ mơ mơ về ai. Thì ra anh yêu rồi, từ ánh mắt nụ cười, từ đôi môi gọi mưa sao xuyến lòng anh. Thì ra mê em rồi, ngày hay đêm ôm lời, chỉ nghe đến em thôi, đó là do anh đã yêu rồi, anh đã yêu rồi, anh đã yêu rồi. Oh, oh, anh đã yêu rồi, anh đã yêu rồi, anh đã yêu em mất rồi. Anh hay mơ mộng mình thứ xa xôi, kiếp đây thôi, đâu quan tâm gì chuyện đời. Thế mà lại nằm tương tư, ông tầm 31 xe tơ, đêm nằm trộm nhớ mơ mơ về ai.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string.